A friend of mine years ago, we were talking, and she's like, you were just like such a social worker and you just need to, pull it together and go. And I'm like, okay. And so I just kind of applied, we did some research and applied, and there you go, kind of long story short. So my career path is probably, shall we say, definitely not the norm for most GWB students. I wanted to use my skills in police work and law enforcement. So I went into law enforcement as opposed to going into like an office setting and doing actual clinical work. And I'm in my 20th year. We endure a lot of trauma. You can never prepare yourself for that, but you can learn how to mitigate a lot of that and then take those steps to help you further down the road. So I work with a lot of trauma therapists here in the area that specialize with law enforcement. Was heavily involved with CIT, which is Crisis Intervention Team. So did a lot with that as a coordinator for St. Louis State Police. And hostage negotiation, I was a crisis negotiator for them, in charge of the team for a while. And also the officer wellness program that we developed. It's such a huge thing. I mean, last year we had 219 unfortunate suicides from law enforcement, and that's not even including firemen, that's just law enforcement alone. I've had to work with officers before who've called me and just asked for help and just wanted to talk. I'm like, okay, I'm listening. Talk to me. I still get a lot of calls and questions, and I still have a lot of connections. So my hands and feet are still in it to some degree, particularly for officer wellness, like outside of the department, not just within. But I'm doing a lot of speaking for officer wellness and helping all first responders, not just officers, but all first responders. The training I received, the skills, the experience from internships even really, really help so much when dealing with people on CIT level or in officer wellness level. Keep your dreams alive. Definitely go for your dreams and always have those in there, but also be able to switch to realistic goals within those dreams. Don't necessarily always settle yourself into one track that you think you're going to go to. Be open to other tracks, and kind of going against the norm is okay too. If you're going to lead a different career path like I did. I mean, it's different. You don't see it very often, but it works. And then you can use those skills every day on the street, just dealing with somebody who's not necessarily in crisis, but just having kind of a bad day.